Hello, everybody. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing all well. The weather is still hot, and I've heard there was an eclipse yesterday. Unfortunately, I was looking forward to see, but I missed it. I think it happened just 1 or 2 minutes in Pennsylvania, but some people went to South Carolina just to see that happening. But anyway, if you're curious about eclipse, you can search online, I guess, right? Okay, let's start. 하루에 10문장씩. 아직도 꾸준히 하고 계시겠죠, 여러분? 항상 성공한 사람 뒤에는 꾸준함, 성실함이 노력 이런 게 항상 있는 것 같아요. 여러분 그런 마음 잊지 마시고 시작해 보겠습니다. I'd like to call the United States. I'd like to call Korea. I'd like to call China. I'd like to call France. I'd like to exchange this for dollars. I'd like to exchange this dollar for Korean won. I'd like to exchange this Japanese yen for American dollars. I'd like to exchange this Korean won for Canadian dollars. I'd like to go for a walk. No, not work, sorry. Walk. I'd like to go for a walk. I'd like to go for a walk with my dog. I'd like to take a walk. I'd like to take a walk in the park. I'd like to go home. I want to go home. I'd like to go home. I'd like to go. Would like to, right? Short form of would like to. I would like to. So I'd like to go home. I'd like to go shopping. I'd like to go swimming. I'd like to go to the store. I'd like to go to the office. I'd like to go to the mall. I'd like to go to movie. I'd like to go to a school. Go to school, right? I'd like to make a phone call. I want to make a phone call. I'd like to make a phone call. I'd like to make a reservation. Can I make a reservation? Or you can use I'd like to make a reservation. I think this is a little more formal than just want to, right? Wanna, right? I'd like to make a reservation, so you can say it at the hotel or motel, right? I'd like to make a reservation. No. Actually, make a reservation. Actually, you can use that when you call restaurant to make a reservation. Usually, right. That's true. I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to borrow some money. I'd like to rent a vacation home. I'd like to send a fax. I'd like to send a fax. These days, I use internet fax. It's pretty convenient because wherever you are, as long as you have internet connection, you can send a fax, you can get a fax. Actually, you can send a fax from their website, and you can get a fax by to your email. So yeah, that's why I like internet fax. You don't really need a fax machine, but still a lot of offices use a fax machine, because when you send like a lot of pages, I think that might be easier, right? But when I actually send the fax online using internet fax, I have to scan all the files and then save it and then send it. So I don't know, whichever is convenient for you. I think it's good. So I'd like to is very essential expression to use. You can put any verb there, right? So let's repeat twice. Okay? 두 번씩 큰 소리로 따라해 보겠습니다. I'd like to call the United States. I'd like to call the United States. I'd like to exchange this for dollars. I'd like to exchange this for dollars. I'd like to go for a walk. I'd like to go for a walk. I'd like to go home. I'd like to go home. I'd like to go shopping. I'd like to go shopping. I'd like to go to the store. I'd like to go to the store. I'd like to make a phone call. I'd like to make a phone call. I'd like to make a reservation. I'd like to make a reservation. I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to send a fax. I'd like to send a fax. Okay, you did a good job. See you next time. Bye bye.